Hello, and welcome to the annual Courage Kenny Rehab Institute Employee Recognition Event. I'm Brian LeLoup, Director of Post-Acute Rehab Services.
And I'm Lori Frailing, Director of Therapy Services.
We're happy to be here to celebrate with you virtually. You know, as we prepared for this celebration, we reflected on the many accomplishments of Courage Kenny and our employees over the past year. In fact, a year ago, I remember filming this in the midst of our first major surge in the pandemic that had been gripping our world for more than 10 months. Unfortunately, here we stand almost 2 years in, and we're still navigating this global healthcare crisis. That said, we've had some wins. We've celebrated the approval of vaccines and therapeutics, but we know that this pandemic has stressed us. It's stressed us physically, mentally, and has tested our resilience. We also know that you are a strong team, one that has continued to persevere and provide high-quality care and service in the throes of this pandemic. You have worked together through a year that has felt incredibly busy, adapted to the complex and ever-changing challenges in healthcare, and have continued to show up every day for the patients and the clients that you serve. You continue to go above and beyond to ensure that we are keeping our patients and each other safe, whether it's in our facilities, our clinics, or in our communities. Thank you. Thank you to each of you and every one of you for all you have done, focusing on the individuals that we serve, delivering world-class outcomes, and establishing incredible relationships with those individuals we are privileged to care for. You know, today we will honor 10 individual employees who have been nominated by their colleagues to receive the Robert A. and Yvonne E. Mcdonald Distinguished Service Award. We're also going to recognize 19 employees who achieved advanced certification or an advanced degree or received an award of distinction within Allina or the healthcare community over the last year. And we're going to honor over 230 employees with length of service awards that we celebrated in 2021. This celebration is hosted to honor and reward each of you for your contributions and commitment to the individuals to which we provide service. I want you to know that your hard work is recognized and appreciated by me, all of the leadership of Courage Kenny, the executive team of Allina Health, and most importantly, the individuals and families of those that you care for every day.
Thank you, Brian. This annual event is made possible through the Robert A. and Yvonne E. Mcdonald Endowment Fund of the Courage Kenny Foundation. Bob and Yvonne were generous benefactors and friends of the Institute. Their relationship with Courage Kenny began in 1960 when, at the age of 32, Bob McDonald experienced a spinal cord injury and benefited from the life-changing care at the former Sister Kenny Rehabilitation Institute and years later at Courage Center. For many years, Bob served as a valued member and a chairman of the two organizations' board of directors. In appreciation of the exceptional care that Bob received throughout his lifetime and what he observed in his governance roles, Bob and his wife Yvonne were inspired to establish the Endowment Fund. In addition to funding this event, the Endowment Fund earnings also support those we serve with small grants to help them obtain low-priced aids to assist their safe return to their homes. This recognition event was an annual highlight for Bob. He always enjoyed hearing the accomplishments of the individuals and their teams. He loved learning of the new programs and services of the Institute, and also knowing that the event guests enjoyed the recognition and the opportunity to celebrate each other. While we aren't able to celebrate with the McDonald family in person again this year, we know they are celebrating with us virtually, as are Bob and Yvonne in spirit. We look forward to hearing from Tammy Crawford, Bob and Yvonne's granddaughter, a bit later in the program. We would now like to introduce the newest member of our leadership team, Modena Henderson, our Vice President of Operations for CKRI and Laboratory Services at Allina Health. Welcome, Modena.
Hello, my name is Modena Henderson. I am here to serve you, our patients and clients, in my new role as Vice President of Operations for CKRI and Laboratory Services. I have moved here from Charlotte, North Carolina. However, I am originally from Ohio, so I am no stranger to the snow and to the cold weather. I am so happy to be here today to honor you for your great achievements and service and for the many ways you have lived out our mission. I would like to say thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Modena, and again, welcome. Now let's take a few minutes to celebrate the past year. There's so many great highlights, we aren't able to mention them all. Forgive us for any that we have missed. As we start this list, it's important to remember that our proudest accomplishment is how each of you at Courage Kenny are continuing to deliver safe and exceptional services to those who trust us with their care in the midst of the ongoing pandemic. In the fight against COVID, we have played an integral part. We created and implemented evidence-based post-COVID rehab programs across all outpatient therapy sites. All of this while experiencing very high patient volumes as we resumed in-person visits. In fact, in our outpatient therapy areas, we have served over 52,000 individuals, with over 4,400 of those visits being performed virtually. In our provider practice and mental health areas, we have served over 12,800 individuals this year, with over 9,500 virtual visits provided. Our employees have worked as nurse extenders, as PPE champions, and in the vaccination clinics across Allina. We have continued to serve in the COVID and non-COVID units alike in our acute care hospitals, navigating ever-changing PPE supplies and challenging staffing situations, all while experiencing the emotional fatigue of caring for very sick patients. You have worked to keep our inpatient rehab units and our transitional rehab program open, serving almost 1,000 individuals, including some with a COVID-19 diagnosis, along with creating a process for COVID patients to receive follow-up care navigation services. You have found ways to safely serve individuals in their homes via our community programs, serving almost 4,500 individuals this year, along with virtual fitness and activity classes. Our Courage County Research Institute has worked to help fully understand the rehabilitation impacts of and the best treatments for COVID-19. Their staff have participated in the development of the Allina Health COVID Research Registry and assured that metrics will be available for future potential studies related to COVID-19. Courage County Research also participated in 11 local and national presentations, published 8 manuscripts, developed grants, and were awarded funding for 4 new studies.
We have grown this past year in space and with programs. Courage County Kids opened a new clinic at the Mercy Hospital campus in September. Regina CKRI opened a new location and added cancer rehab and women's health services. New programs and services have been implemented related to therapies, including a therapy pilot program seeing back pain patients in the ED. Another pilot is seeing new mothers after C-sections. The addition of an Excite clinical station and a growing flexible endoscopic evaluation of swallows program has also been implemented. CKRI has been involved in creating a fast-track model of care and same-day total joint programs. PM&R expanded services for a broader population, including integrative medicine, osteopathic manipulation treatment, and in partnership with clinical liaisons, expanded acute consult services to Mercy campus. Spine services expanded interventional procedural offerings to 2 new locations, and psychological associates added 2 new rehab psychologists.
Our community services hosted the 2021 Discoverabilities Expo virtually this year, with over 300 attendees and 21 presenters. Housing stabilization services were launched this year as well, helping individuals to find and keep integrated housing of their own. Our drivers and assessment team added a new SUV to their fleet and moved into new offices on the Golden Valley campus to better meet the accessibility needs of the people they serve. Our vocational services grew to assist transition-age youths, dropping their youngest individuals served down to 16. Allina Health and Courage County have partnered with other medical systems and community spinal cord injury advocacy groups to develop a federal grant to be designated as one of the only 14 U.S. spinal cord model systems of care, receiving a full 5 years of funding by the Department of Health and Human Services.
We have supported each other and assisted in development of the next generation of clinicians. Our hospital-based resource team provided coverage for 26 different LOAs across CKRI, including acute, outpatient, and pediatric settings. Business services supervisors have provided training for all provider coordinators in de-escalation principles. And we have hosted and educated 332 therapy students from 30 different schools in the past year.
We have also improved the patient experience. We centralized scheduling for therapy at River Falls, Courage County Spine Services, improving their wait times by over 200%. And also at Courage County Psychological Associates, improving wait times by 50%. Courage County Care Management has been participating in system work to design an enhanced care management model, allowing improved collaboration between care management resources across Allina Health. Thank you to all of you for your contributions, and please accept our gratitude for all that you have done.
One of the greatest assets of Courage County Rehabilitation Institute is the diverse and advanced knowledge base of our employees. We are so fortunate to have many dedicated employees who have taken extra time and invested their time to advance their skills and expertise through certifications to be able to provide the highest level of care to our patients and clients. Details about these certifications are listed in the program. The first group I would like to recognize are the physical therapists that successfully completed the specialist certification requirements and examination established by the American Physical Therapy Association. The following physical therapists completed board certification in the following areas: Anne Emanuel, certified in neurological, and in the area of orthopedics, Brent Fuller, Tyler Gregory, Mitch Holland, Holly Husol, and Rebecca Sand, and Maggie Sortidal-Lopak. From the International Academy of Orthopedic Medicine, Julie Kaminsky. And from the Lymphology Association of North American Certification, Lindsay Plegancool became a LANA Certified Lymphedema Therapist. I would now like to turn the program over to Kyle Grunner to highlight additional employees and providers that completed certification and training as well as distinction.
Hello, I am Kyle Grunner, Director of Program Development and Administration. We would like to continue our recognition of the following employees. We would like to recognize employees who have been awarded other honors this past year. Luis Galano Alvarado, Activity-Based Exercise Specialist, ABLE, completed work to become a certified exercise physiologist. We also have 2 nurses that have completed advanced certifications this past year. Karen Hochfeld received her nursing board certification in pain management. And Mary Baumgartner became a certified rehabilitation registered nurse. We also have a number of providers that completed additional certifications and training, including board certification in electrodiagnostic medicine completed by Dr. Matthew Danielson and Dr. Annie Tita. Licensed professional clinical counselor completed by Jennifer Kempenik. Board certification in clinical neuropsychology completed by Andrew Fetter. Joseph Steingraber was awarded the University of Minnesota PT Department Clinical Instructor of the Year Award. Also in 2021, we had a number of top docs. Elizabeth Beck, Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2nd year in a row. Kristen Stoner, Physical Medicine and Rehab. Chris Leese, Physical Medicine and Rehab. And Nancy Hutchison, Physical Medicine and Rehab. Additionally, a special shout out to Nancy, who after 36 years of service will be retiring in April of 2022. Thanks for everything, Nancy. Congratulations to you all on your achievements this past year.
Good afternoon. I am Heidi Menard, Director of Nursing. Today, we are celebrating 230 employees that have a length of service anniversary spanning from 5 to 45 years. Please see your event program provided electronically for the list of employees celebrating today. For those of you with a length of service award, your leader has a gift that has been generously provided by the Robert A. and Yvonne E. Mcdonald Endowment Fund. We would like to provide extra recognition to those staff who are celebrating 25 years and above of service. At 25 years, Carol Backus, Eileen Campbell, Meg Erlandson, Kelly Flanagan, Linda Griffith, Donna Gimond, Heidi Hatia, Dawn Hadley, Kurt Hennon, Susan Hildebrand, Mary Hoffman, Michelle Hosfield, Beth Irie, Patrice Kraszewski Meyer, Molly McNaughton, Heidi Menard, Renee Miller, Jody Uckerland, Sanam Pasang, Patience Sanders, Stephen Sugar, Amelia Svenjensen, and Angela Tumberg. At 30 years, Christine Anderson, Maria Barton, Denise Berden, Lisa Blaisdell, Cheryl Greeley, Diane Mansfield, Jeannie McCloskey, Sonia McGill, Jeannie Olson, Julie Wynn, and Joette Zola. At 35 years, Julie Gephardt and Denise Kaler. And at 40 years, Deborah Beatty, James Bremer, and Lynn Limer Lundy, Susan Shad. Thank you all for your commitment to patients, colleagues, and your length of service.
Good afternoon. I'm Ellie Zelke, Director of Community Benefit and Engagement. We are grateful to Bob McDonald and his family for making this annual celebration possible and the recognition of selected employees with the McDonald Distinguished Service Awards. Leadership faced a challenge in reviewing all of the nominations and narrowing them down to this group of award winners. Leaders will introduce the recipient and read the distinctive qualities being recognized, such as overall excellence in work performance, promoting positive morale, initiative and creativity, and professionalism. I hope you enjoy the program.
Hello, my name is Ashley Bowman, and I am the Supervisor of Independent Living Skills at Courage Kenny Golden Valley. It is my pleasure to introduce Marie Ducharme for the Mcdonald Distinguished Employee Award. Marie has worked for Courage Kenny for over 10 years and has been an asset to the Independent Living Skills team throughout her years and especially throughout the COVID period. She has stepped up in the department, taking on additional clients for coverage when other staff were on furlough. During this time, Marie also assisted management with ongoing needs for client intakes to ensure continued service to clients and also assist in the support of bringing staff back from furlough. While taking on these extra tasks, Marie was able to continue to support all of her own clients in a superior way. Recently, the department also added a new service called Housing Stabilization Services, and Marie was able to take on a few clients with a lot of obstacles and near homelessness and find them affordable and stable housing. One client's story and her work with Marie was such a success that that client was also featured in Courage Kenny's publication of Onward. Marie has shown great initiative and leadership during this time period within the department as well with the clients we serve. Through Marie's work, our department was able to recognize a need for an additional role to be created of lead coordinator to continue to support our clients and management through DHS changes, a role Marie currently holds. I believe Marie is very deserving of this recognition. Thank you.
My name is Marie Ducharme, and I am here to say thank you for the nomination for the Mcdonald Distinguished Employee Award, and also a huge thank you to Ashley Bowman for the nomination, as well as her ongoing support during my employment here at Courage Kenny. I want to thank my team at the Courage Kenny Independent Living Skills Program for their guidance and their support and everything I've learned over the years. And I also want to thank my clients for showing up every day and inspiring me to continue to do this very important work. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashley Roiger, and I'm the Therapy Supervisor at the Transitional Rehab Program in Golden Valley. It's my pleasure to introduce Regan Heinrichs, one of our therapy aides on the Golden Valley campus, for the 2021 Distinguished Employee Award. During Regan's first year, she has exemplified outstanding excellence in work performance and has taken on additional responsibilities outside of the two departments. Regan has consistently demonstrated mentorship to her colleagues, and her willingness to improve departmental initiatives is unmatched. She adds to a positive work environment, has become an active member of the Employee Engagement Committee, and has volunteered to assist with orienting new staff and volunteers. Regan also worked with the Sports and Rec Department during the Summer Adaptive Cycling Program. Most impressively though, Regan spent time onboarding and assisted in managing admissions for the TRP during a staffing shortage. She has demonstrated professionalism well beyond her years and title. The therapy department is grateful to have Regan's strong leadership, her commitment to excellence, and ability to adapt to changes with a smile. Regan will be starting PT school in the fall of 2022. We are proud of her and hope she will return to Courage Kenny to continue making a strong impact on our clients.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Ashley. I truly am so honored to be part of an amazing workplace like Courage Kenny. I'd like to thank everyone at Courage Kenny Golden Valley specifically for your support along this amazing journey. I truly can't thank you all enough.
Hello, my name is Sarah Rohde, and I'm the manager at Courage Kenny Kids in Coon Rapids. It's my pleasure and honor to introduce to you Sarah Leathers, physical therapist, therapy supervisor for Courage Kenny Kids as a distinguished employee for 2021. Sarah has been a tireless advocate for the smallest of patients within Courage Kenny, especially those presenting with infant torticollis and plagiocephaly. She has approached care to this population in a multifaceted way, including updating and enhancing the clinical practice guideline, creating education modules, and providing one-to-one training. She has also presented to the Allina Health's Pediatric and Adolescent Council for Primary Care. Her work is leading to a more integrative and effective approach to care for these patients. Sarah's expertise is consistently tapped across our system as a pediatric clinical specialist to provide education to fellow therapists. She introduces new pediatric physical therapy tests, tools, and treatment activities to the team. Sarah not only provides commitments to patients in her work life, but is a tireless volunteer for children with special needs. For several years, she has been a lead volunteer for the Pageant of Hope for Girls with Special Needs. Her backstage assistance the night of the pageant is a mainstay of this annual event. Sarah added Free Bikes for Kids site champion for Mercy Hospital to her volunteer resume a few years ago as well. As a leader and a colleague, Sarah's humility, humor, and desire for her team to have a positive, effective, and collaborative working environment makes her a distinguished employee.
Thank you, Sarah, for your kind words of recognition and also for your endless support and leadership over the years. I know that I am very fortunate to work with an amazing team of people who motivate me to be my best and raise my expectations of myself every day. It feels great to be part of my immediate team and the whole CKRI organization that can offer thorough rehab services and opportunities for participation to the kids we see. From providing individual patient care to developing a best practice guideline and training in new staff, it's all so rewarding, and thank you for the opportunity to be part of all of it.
Hello, my name is Jolene DePau, and I'm the Supervisor of Business Services at Courage Kenny Abbott Northwestern Outpatient Rehab. It is my pleasure to introduce Maggie Leininger, former provider coordinator on our team. Maggie is a true advocate for patients with disabilities and consistently demonstrates commitment to care behaviors, both at work and outside working hours. Here is just one example of Maggie's commitment to care. Maggie was leaving work one evening when she noticed that a patient who had been seen in her clinic earlier was still waiting for her ride. This patient resided in assisted housing and did not speak English. She recalled previous difficulty coordinating rides with the service companies. Without an interpreter, the patient would not be able to call for a ride on her own. So Maggie worked with the patient's care manager to coordinate a ride, and she waited with the patient over 30 minutes after her shift to ensure that the ride did arrive. Maggie's work, even outside her work hours, exemplifies her care and dedication to helping others. Earlier this year, Maggie was asked to join the registration staff at Alina's Golden Valley Vaccine Clinic, the largest and busiest vaccine hub in our system, administering upwards of 1,000 doses a day. Maggie immediately became the go-to person to answer any questions for the business registration side of the vaccine clinic, and because of her demonstrated leadership skills, was recognized as a standout and asked to be the on-site business lead. To conclude, Maggie's work highlights her gift of compassion and dedication and exemplifies stellar representation of Alina's vision, mission, and commitment to care. On behalf of myself, Heidi and Anna Braun, thank you, Maggie.
I am honored and humbled and grateful to all my supervisors. I just want to thank also my colleagues that covered the desk for me in order for me to help at the vaccine clinics. We were a great team, and all of our great patient care came from working together. And last, my mother, who has worked at Abbott for over 30 years, and she taught me how to put patients first, advocate for patients, and fight for them.
My name is Stacy Gregg, and I'm the RN supervisor supporting Courage Kenny Spine. It is my pleasure to introduce Patty Richards, CMA at our Woodbury location. Patty has recently celebrated 10 years working at CKRI, supporting our PM&R and spine clinics in a certified medical assistant role. Through the years, she has demonstrated outstanding work ethic, teamwork, flexibility, and frequently goes above and beyond to support patients, colleagues, and providers. She has been suggested for this nomination by a number of close coworkers. During the pandemic, our clinics had to make modifications to how we deliver patient care. This is when we started offering telemedicine visits and initiating pre-visit phone calls in preparation of the visits. Patty was one of the first staff members to volunteer her services to assist with making pre-visit calls for our spine providers to aid in getting the necessary rooming components and main concerns of the patient prior to the telemedicine visit. She provided exceptional support to providers and patients during this time. Her contribution to this and ability to adapt to new processes were key successes to delivering excellent patient care during a difficult time for many. She continually offers her support to her teammates, whether this is on-site, assisting to clean extra rooms, rooming a patient to cover another employee's break, or assisting with phone calls and in-basket work amongst the spine team. She has floated to other sites on many occasions when we are short-staffed, and the coworkers and providers she works with always have great things to say about her. Some comments her teammates have shared about her are, she is always willing to help. She's a great resource for answering questions. She is very enjoyable to work with, and we are lucky to have her as a part of our team. Thank you, Patty.
Hi, I want to thank Melanie, Stacy, and Amber for this award. It was a wonderful surprise. I love my job, love working with the patients, my co-workers, and that's the best part of my day. Thank you again.
Hello, my name is Nate Dahl, and I am the Patient Care Manager for Inpatient Rehab at Abbott Northwestern. It is my pleasure to introduce Laura Saylor, Day Shift Assistant Clinical Nurse Manager at Abbott Northwestern's Inpatient Rehab Unit. Laura demonstrates outstanding performance as a strong contributor to the interdisciplinary team and inspires greatness in others through her daily interactions. Specifically, she identifies areas for improvement in clinical care and approaches each team member with a positive attitude and a need to do better. Her approach is solution-focused, and she is always willing to share her expertise with team members. Laura holds her certification as a rehabilitation nurse, and her contributions improve patient outcomes and satisfaction. In addition to the support she provides the nursing team, Laura is also a strong patient and family advocate. She goes above and beyond to support the safety and independence of our patients at Abbott Northwestern. She educates both the patient and their family members about their care and makes sure they have everything they need to have a successful stay in rehab. Through her contributions as a nurse leader, Laura helps her colleagues learn and grow and partners with her patients so they can live, work, and play to their full potential.
Thank you for this award. It's such an honor to be nominated and a great honor to be chosen to receive it. I love working for Courage Kenny, Allina Health, and all the patients and their families. I go to work each day looking forward to providing exceptional, patient-centered care. I'm so grateful to have a job I love and to be able to work with such an amazing and talented team.
Hello, my name is Terry Hermy. I'm the Therapy Rehab Manager at Courage Kenny United Hospital. It is my pleasure to introduce Kate Brown Tobias, physical therapist. Kate performs above and beyond her job as an outpatient physical therapist to further the mission of Courage Kenny in making lives matter. She demonstrates initiative and creativity to shape the future and excellence of neuro rehab efforts across the system. Kate mentors and teaches numerous therapists and students in the art and science of spasticity management, stroke rehab, gait and fitness guidelines, and evidence-based practice in neuro rehab. She has assisted in the development of the interthecal baclofen database and interthecal baclofen trial protocols, with facilitating cross-discussions between physician clinics and the therapy departments for guiding decision-making on pump and injection management. She participates as a member of the Acquired Brain Injury Program Committee with current work on integrating secondary stroke prevention into real-time therapy. Kate is a tireless advocate between patients, therapists, and the administration to provide the best possible experience and care for our clients. She does all of these things with graceful, respectful, calm, persistent approach. Kate is a talented clinician whose patients nearly always state that they have many physical therapists, but she is the best one they have ever had. Thank you, Kate, for your impact to our programs and our services.
I guess I'm not quite sure what to say other than thank you to Terry and to everybody who I've had the pleasure of working with for these past 12 years. I definitely know I couldn't be at this point or have done the work I've done without the team that has been surrounding me and helping me along the way. A special thanks, of course, obviously goes to my patients, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that it's all about, and it's their goals that I try to follow, and I just feel blessed to be a part of their journey, that they let me in on their path with their recovery in life. So thank you to everyone.
Hello, my name is Allison Eisenberg, and I'm the therapy manager at Mercy Hospital, Mercy Campus. It's my pleasure to introduce Brianna Walvert, DPT. Brianna's nominators described her as a strong contributor to the Mercy Hospital rehab team, both professionally and personally. Her care, compassion, enthusiasm, ambition, and fun nature make her a pleasure to work with, and I couldn't agree more. Brianna's passion for her job and life in general is palpable throughout our department and hospital. Brianna's strong skills are an asset to our department and patients. As one of our leads, she assists with implementing department initiatives, managing the ever-evolving acute care schedule, and triaging calls, all while still seeing patients. When COVID hit in early 2020, she demonstrated flexibility as she moved from splitting acute care and outpatient time and moved to all acute care, and continued this for over a year. Brianna worked with peers to develop and trial a 2-to-1 student program, which has now moved system-wide. As a CI, she instills strong clinical skills and independence in her students. She is known as a passionate educator who works well with others to facilitate the best possible experience for students. On a personal turned professional note, Brianna welcomed her first child, Michael, via C-section in 2019. After the birth of her son, she noticed a gap in care. She researched, organized, and piloted a post-C-section physical therapy protocol, which has received praise from patients and nurses. She trained a group of therapists in providing education, activity adaptations, and graded activity to new moms following a C-section. Brianna personifies the Robert A. and Yvonne E. Mcdonald Distinguished Employee Award, both professionally and personally, and it is my pleasure to present her with this award.
Thank you, Allison. It's been amazing to be able to start these programs over the last year. And on a personal note, it's been very exciting to see these new C-section moms be prepared to not only take care of themselves, but also their babies when they go home. Being able to take care of both inpatients and outpatients, as well as the support and encouragement from all my coworkers, has made my job very rewarding and exciting to go to every day, and it's why I love working for Courage Kenny. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Jessica Wald, and I am the Speech Pathology and Occupational Therapy Supervisor at United Hospital. It is my pleasure to introduce Allison Weinlater, Speech Language Pathologist. Allie was nominated for this award for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, Allie's positive demeanor is uplifting to all she encounters, patients, families, and coworkers alike. She truly loves her profession, and it shows. Allie excels at developing person-centered therapy activities and always has the patient's goals and outcomes at the forefront of her therapeutic interventions. Allie advocates for her patients and her profession tirelessly. She has been the concussion lead for the speech system, has taken on learning TEP for the cancer rehab program, been trained in voice therapy, video stroboscopy and laryngoscopy, vocal cord injections, and fees. She has also done radio interviews promoting transgender voice services, advocates for brain health outside of her day job, combining cognitive and physical exercise programs for adults, and the list goes on. Allie has trained in numerous new staff members in outpatient and with instrumental assessments, and does all of this while being so effective and efficient with her time. Allie is a true representation of an exemplary clinician at Courage Kenny. We are truly blessed to have her within CKRI and United Hospital.
Thank you very much for this nomination. It's a joy doing the work I do every day at Courage Kenny, and I have a wonderful team. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Anna Braun, and I'm the therapy manager at Abbott Northwestern. It is my pleasure to introduce Joe Unick, occupational therapist. Joe has been a primary OT on the inpatient rehab unit for the past 5 years. In Joe's time at Courage Kenny, he has proven to be a valuable asset to the clinical service line as a skilled clinician, as well as a key member of the Acquired Brain Injury Program, or ABI. Joe has played a prominent role in 2 vast projects while a member of the ABI program. He has played an integral part in the development of the guidelines for upper extremity care after stroke and vision after acquired brain injury. Joe is also the lead on the Family Catalyst program, and his dedication demonstrates his commitment to care. In the program, Joe works with the patient's care circle to ensure all are educated about the individual's injury and recovery process following our whole person care model. Outside of working hours, Joe participates in research working on a systemic review of the TBI cognitive intervention literature to inform the update of the AOTA TBI OT practice guidelines. Joe's work has advanced the OT's clinical skills across the service line and OT practice nationwide. In the somewhat redundant expression of going above and beyond, Joe would say he is just doing his job. Joe is truly a valuable asset to the patients he serves, his colleagues he works with, and the Courage County service line as a whole.
Thank you, Anna, for all those nice words, and special thanks to the leaders and managers who have provided me with not only an opportunity but the time to engage in all these meaningful projects. I also want a special thanks to all my inpatient rehab coworkers. You guys have been great, supportive throughout the years, so thank you for making me a better therapist every day.
We are so fortunate to have the commitment from the Mcdonald family, enabling us to host this very important recognition event and to honor the work of all Courage Kenny employees. I would like to invite Tammy Crawford, granddaughter of Bob Mcdonald, to share some sentiments with you.
Hello, and welcome to the 2021 McDonald Employee Celebration. On behalf of my family, I would like to thank all of you that have tuned into this fantastic program and extend our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation for everyone's effort and commitment to the Courage Kenny organization. I can only imagine the extraordinary challenges that you all have faced with this year as we continue to deal with the challenges and alternate way of working in today's environment. My grandfather and I would often have the debate as to whether it was the people or the place that came first. We tried to determine what was more critical to the organization, kind of like the chicken and egg scenario. We'd go round and round trying to make sense of the order of events, applying the concept to a variety of situations. Well, given our love for people, it was typically the people concept that prevailed. As I think about this year and the challenges faced by this organization, it is definitely the people that continue to lift this organization up through superior client services, coupled with everyone's ability to think differently while providing outstanding care. The years of service highlighted in today's program definitely support our hypothesis, as do the Mcdonald Award recipients. I'd like to thank all of this year's recipients and congratulate you on a job well done. Your work ethic and dedication to this organization is a beacon of light for all of us. Your award summaries are not only impressive, but motivating, and continue to raise the bar for others within the Courage Kenny organization. In parallel to this acknowledgement, I'd like to thank all of the individuals that took the time to notice and thoughtfully write your nomination for your peer. The effort and grace you exhibited by highlighting your coworkers' accomplishments is a true example of leadership, humility, and teamwork. Congratulations to all of you. I look forward to the promise of gathering to celebrate the Mcdonald employee event in person next year. And until then, keep up the amazing work.
Thank you, Tammy, for those kind words. Despite the ever-changing environment of the pandemic, it is energizing and with gratitude that we recognize you, our CKRI employees. I especially want to recognize our well-being committee members who organized this celebration and have been hard at work for you this year.
While some employees have been singled out today for special recognition, each of you is to be applauded for the role that you play in ensuring the best possible outcomes for those who entrust Courage Kenny Rehab Institute with their care. Again, thanks to the Mcdonald family for their generosity and kindness. On behalf of the leadership team of Courage Kenny and the executive leadership team of Allina Health, we thank you for your service, for your participation in this event, and for working to stay connected to each other and the mission of Courage Kenny Rehab Institute. Have a great day and enjoy making lives work.